Yes, hello. Today we will learn how to create a new project in Laravel. My name is Magino Daniel, and I'm also known as Kent Daniels, or you can call me Kent Daniels. So we will dive deep into how to install Laravel, the latest Laravel 12, and how it works. So let's dive in straight away. Okay, so what we are going to do, we will start by uh, creating the project in the desktop. So we shall have to move to the desktop, which is CD. The command for that in Windows is CD. Then you can type desktop and you'll be directed to the desktop. So this is where we shall create our Laravel project, the latest Laravel 12. So we can start with Laravel new command. So for such cases like this, if you're using Laravel new and you come across an error like this, you will have to use another alternative. But most cases this works. But then if you face an error like this, the reason why I'm showing you this is because so many developers face such issues. So the other way around you can go about this issue is using another method. That is, if you've installed Composer, use another method of creating the project. So you make sure Composer is installed. Let me show you how Composer looks like. Composer PHP. So this is Composer. You come to this in Google and you can download Composer. Immediately after downloading and installing it, you then come to the terminal and you'll be able to run the command I'm about to execute. So the command is composer create project Laravel, then a slash. Make sure you write the correct spellings because you may run into errors. Then you can give the project name. Let's assume it's just a project name, just as that, but it should be composer create project. Sorry, I think I have a double R here. Yes, so make sure it's the spelling is correct. You do composer create project Laravel slash Laravel project name. Then you'll be able to proceed, and you'll give it a few minutes or seconds, depending on your internet speed, so that it's able to install all the uh, all the components needed for your Laravel project to run. So basically, this is happening in the background. You can see the installation is going on. You can minimize even and you see. You see, you check for the project we have just created. So it's just here, the project we have created. We gave it a name, project name, and these are the Laravel files. These are the Laravel files that are being downloaded via the terminal, as you can see. So as this is loading, we can open this in Visual Studio or any code editor so that you're able to see the files that are being loaded onto the project folder. So cmd, you can type cmd just at the top as I have done, and you do code dot, if you have, for those who have Visual Studio, code dot, and you enter. This will immediately enter the project that you're working on and display the files. Since we're dealing with Laravel, to display all the files that you're going to work or you're working with. And close this. So yeah, it's loading. Meanwhile it's loading, we can check the components here that have been loaded already. So in Laravel, we majorly interact with the major components that we interact with. There are three. We have the routes, we have the controller, and we have the views. So we are going to see that how that works, how you're able to render some text onto the front, that front page that pops up when you've installed or after installing your Laravel project. So let's see that shortly. So in the process of, these are the packages that have been installed. 54 packages have been installed. Yeah, this shows good progress. You have the database have been created and everything has been already created for us. So the next step is onto our Visual Studio. Tap this. We create, we load a new terminal, sorry. Then at that point, the first thing we are going to do is first install the packages. So installing the packages, we need to run a command known as npm install. So we run npm install to install all the packages that we are going to use. And that will run for some few seconds to load the packages we need to work with. Take it as the node packages, take them as like the way we see the libraries that we use for those who have interacted with Django, the libraries that you use, but then here they are loaded for you all in the node folder so that you're able to execute the tasks you need to. So our packages have all been loaded. Yes, and therefore, immediately these packages have been loaded, you can then run composer run dev, that command. So that we are able to see or have a view of our project loading to see whether everything has been installed properly. So we will click on this link here, this where we are seeing server info, server running on. This is the link we should click, not any other. And if you have any antivirus that is blocking you from doing anything, please disable it, as I've done here for those who have SmartDAV. So click that the link, then you're able to see the Laravel installation displaying. Yes, so this shows that you have successfully installed Laravel project and it's working smoothly. So we shall see how we can render some hello world text here, or how we can work with the controllers. I've talked about it, the routes, controllers, and the view. Because those are the most critical points in Laravel. So we will go straight. We have talked about the routes, views, and the routes, views, and controllers. So we shall start with the routes. And in the routes here, what we always interact with is the web.php. So in the web.php, we have this code here, but we need to create our own route. So we comment out this. After commenting it out, we then create our own route. With those two dots, then get into brackets, we have the slash. So we are trying to create a route for our page that we want to load. So that will be for the page controller, the function we are going to render here. So this is our route class here, the function, then the class. Then we have index. To get that, you can press the small minus that is next to the underscore on your keyboard with and that the arrow key, or the greater than sign key, so that you're able to have that. And then you can put name, and we shall have pages dot index. Yes, and we close it here. So here we have finished to create the route for displaying something on our page, or displaying an HTML index on the page where we saw, on this page where we actually saw the successful installation. So we have commented out this, that's why we can't see anything there. We can't have any view anymore here until we are to render our route here. So after doing this, we need to go further and create, let me get another terminal here, so that we are able to use it to, we leave the other one running. As you've seen, I've just clicked here to bring another terminal. This is the first one we have been using. Now this is the second one, still with the same folder, so that I can do multiple tasks at the same time. So what I'm going to do with this is, I am simply going to type on the terminal php artisan make php artisan, then make then controller, page controller. Sorry, small letters, controller, then page controller. This is what we had initially here. That's why I'm creating we are trying to create this so that so that the Laravel framework itself can recognize this as a route in it. So PHP artisan make controller, then page controller, and after that press enter, and this controller has been successfully created. We're able to see this message here. So after creating this, we still see this red lining here, depending on which IDE you're using, but you still see there's something like an error here, error line. So this shows it has not yet been imported. So we need to import this and we use it. So to import this, we can simply do use app, then this backward slash http controllers, then page. As you can see, there's a suggestion here already. So this is the one we are looking for this page controller, and later on we can terminate it at the end. So we can see now the error has gone. So this has been done already. And now the next thing we are going to do, since we already created the route, we are going to go to app, where app http, to check for that controller which is here that has been created. So when we click this controller, we see there is even a comment. We have some code in here, and this comment line here which shows there is something you're supposed to enter here. And what we're going to enter here at this point is public function. That's a public function we're entering here, and then index with brackets. Remember, we want to render our index page. Then we can do a return. We are returning the view, that has got our pages dot home dot index, and later on terminate this, and this is actually done. So we have finished this, although we still don't see something yet here because we have not yet created our HTML file. Sorry, pages. Yes. So we've not yet created our HTML file here. Sorry, our PHP file, the index, it can be HTML, but it's index.blade.php. So we are going to create that in our folder known as the resources. In the views section, here we can create a new folder called pages, and inside pages we're going to create another folder called home, and inside home we then create the file index.blade.php. Yes. Now for this case we need to create a simple view here. To see what we have, or even what we can do if you're faced with an issue like that. You can use an exclamation mark, you press enter, and it will load for you HTML files. Let me repeat that once more. You do shift exclamation mark, press enter, and it will load for you a simple HTML kind of tag here. Then you're able to enter just something simple. Hello world. And you can go back and check or refresh the page. And indeed, we have hello world displaying. So that is what we can cover for now. Yeah, in the next video, we can go ahead to look at how we can render other HTML pages with the static files themselves and have a full website loaded onto here. So thank you so much. Please subscribe to my channel and I'll keep creating more videos that are good like this. The more you subscribe, is the more I get motivated to create such videos. So thank you so much. God bless you.